Right, everybody, thought it was time to send you an update video of where we are with the bike. You probably have seen the tank on before, but it wasn't on, so a lot of work done there. You'll see the engine's in. Had to put that in to get the tank fitted, and what a palaver the tank was, because it wasn't a straight fit. It was way too high at the front. This arch was sitting right up here, and at the seat it was sitting way too high, so the back of the tank was like towering over the seat. So what it needed was, well, to go on the frame with the engine in so I could get clearances, lots and lots of measuring. And the first thing I had to do was to completely cut off all of the original tank mounts, the rear tank mounts underneath, and the support bracket that bolts to the top of the seat tube. Sorry, the top tube on the frame. You can see up there the slotted brackets. I had to make a complete new mounting bracket. I had to cut and shut and reshape and level off the bracket that's welded to the tank. I can tell you that was bloody scary for a start, taking a welder and an angle grinder and all sorts of things to the underside of a petrol tank. Nearly said gas tank then, silly me. Made up all new rubber mount spacers, turned up the spacers to go inside the rubbers. Luckily I had a set of rubbers that would fit this new bracket. You can see there's lots of welding and cleaning and grinding up there. So that was both sides. And on the front, because it was so tall, basically I had to cut and reshape the mounting brackets on the front of the tank. So they originally came to, I don't know, about here. And that's what was pushing the front of the tank up. So lots of measuring, lots of brown trouser moments, but cut the bracket off, drilled out to 16mm hole. The real dodgy bit was getting the holes lined up so that it would mount through the bracket. But again, lots of measuring and that's all done. You can see I've turned up some nifty little caps to finish off the bolt, to hide the bolts in, one either side. There's the other one. And there again, you can see I had to trim down the front brackets as well. And because the original hole was not only lower, but it was further forward because of the angle of these brackets, by cutting it and putting the new hole in, that pulled the tank forward by a few millimeters. So what I had to do, as you can see in there, on the milling machine, I just knocked up a little square spacer. Oh, you could just see it in there. A little square spacer, just to push the tank back. So there's good clearance on the yokes. Let's get them straight. Yeah, it's good clearance on the yokes. And the tank is sitting at just the right angle. It hides the tubes, the top tubes. It's clear of the motor. And it drops nicely at the back. And the nice thing is the seat fits in so snug. Just going to have the seat recovered, and we'll extend the foam and the leather cover in there. But principally, it's all good to go. So it's looking really, really good. Couple of weeks of work to do that. Very happy with it. And some goodies turned up from ARH Custom today, including a pair of DNA discs, polished stainless, which match the 1-inch belt pulley that we got some weeks ago off of Facebook. Some geezer was selling it brand new, got it cheap. And the two discs, one front and one rear, bargain price from ARH Custom, 130 quid the pair. Could not believe it. But they all match now, and a few other goodies turned up. So next thing is out with the engine again. And that'll be it. A couple more details. The Pingle petcock's in there, which looks lovely. And I don't know if any of you noticed on the frame, shaved the rear peg mounts off. Some of you might think that's a bit daft, but I don't care because it's only going to be a solo bike. Sue's never going to take any pillions. She's probably never going to sell it either. So why not? Just to tidy up the frame rails. And once the engine's out, the new powder coated swing arm will go in, all nicely trimmed of its unnecessary brackets and everything. That will go in, bearings in, nightmare with the bearings, but that's another story. And then the frame will be going off to powder coat soon. So there's your update.